Hello my dears, this is Sarah from sheholdsdearly.com, and today I'm going to take you behind the scenes and I'm going to share with you what a Zoom call consultation looks like. And we're going to focus on an industrial kitchen remodel. So a few weeks ago, I hit 40,000 on YouTube. Thank you so much. And as a celebration / giveaway, I went ahead and said I would take on some design consultations. So I had a lot of people fill out the form and send me pictures, and I ended up choosing 2. I was gonna choose 1, but I loved 2 so much that I focused on 1. We did her living room a couple of weeks ago. This week I'm catching up and I'm gonna do an industrial kitchen for Colleen, and I wanna show you what we came up with. So I chose her space, and you're gonna see why right away, just because it was so incredibly unique. She and her husband bought a 1932 meat shop storefront and have turned it into their home, which is super gutsy. I'm not sure that I would necessarily have the vision for my own family to move in to a space like that, but they did. Here's some before pictures. And these are some shots of the front of the store / house. She's done a really, really good job. And I am getting ready to actually offer these consultations. They're just an hour long. We're gonna call them power hours. And it's probably gonna be available in April, but I do have a wait list going right now, so I'll put a link in the description below. But I just got on a Zoom call with Colleen, and we spent an hour together just walking through her space and talking about all of the options, moving furniture around. We had a blast. I condensed it down for today's video. I'm gonna let you in on the best parts of that hour. So I'm about ready to just roll the tape for you. But one thing that I feel like we didn't quite figure out, and I'm interested to see what you guys think, is you'll see like in her kitchen area, there's this pillar that's left. It's not a pillar, but it's like a little part of a wall that's left, and we just tossed the idea back and forth. I was like 50-50 on what to do with that, if we should leave it and then do less appliances and things in that area so it could still be a walk through, or if, I don't know, I even thought about arching it, but the more I look at it, I don't think I would arch it. The other option she has is that she would take that wall out and do a beam across the ceiling, but I'm really leaning towards leaving that there and working with it, because I think it adds a lot of interest in such a large space. So you watch this video, tell me in the comments below what you think, and I'm sure that will really help Colleen too. All right, here we go.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Colleen, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, I'm so excited to see your space. So can I just get like a full, as best you can, we'll flip your camera, and I wanna just do, like I'm there, like walking through the space with you.
Okay, I'll start at the front door, just because
great.
I think that would be able to see what I'm showing you. Okay, so this is walking through the front door. This was built in 1932. It was originally a market, butcher shop market.
Oh my gosh.
On this lower floor, and the family lived upstairs. There's an upstairs that has a kind of a New York walk-up feel to it. So it has 3 bedrooms, a bathroom, a dining room, a kitchen, a living room up there. So this is this space, and this is looking out my windows. I have big storefront windows. So when you walk in the front door, you know, this is this wide open space. This wall originally was tile. I took it down to this brick. And this is all a work in progress. This door, we'll come back to this in a bit, but this is the kitchen, the part that I'm struggling a bit with. I've taken a wall down. Where these pipes are, there was a wall. There's this door here that was an entry for the deliveries for the store. The ceilings are all like 10 to 11 feet tall. This beautiful tin ceiling, because that's original to the, with coves, all of that is tin. There's no sink, but I'm thinking of putting the sink here. I can have a refrigerator stove here.
That's a good idea.
Close this wall up. I'm sorry, open the others. Yeah, close and open. This would be closed, this wall.
Okay, that doorway.
Because this goes to a bathroom, which is gutted right now, and then a laundry room back here. So I thought, well, if you're in the kitchen, who really wants to walk through the kitchen and go to the bathroom and be right there? And then have this wall to put maybe like a double oven, and the refrigerator over there with maybe a small pantry. This is my back door out to a courtyard.
Okay. And you want that to be, yeah, I'm always thinking like with a kitchen, what do you need to access? I mean, you could probably see yourself taking meals out that back door and eating out there.
Yes.
But not going to the laundry room.
No, not going to the laundry room.
I think bathrooms need to be separate from at least by like a small step off. Like I don't like it when a bathroom opens into a kitchen. That's like
I don't either.
Do not mix well. I really like seeing that back door.
I do too.
There's a flow that needs to happen in a space, especially this big of a space, where there's different things that are catching people's eyes and they don't even realize it's happening, but it's inviting them in. And that back door is doing something like that.
I feel like that little piece of wall, and I'm going to back up here quite a bit, it obstructs your view.
Yeah.
Now, if I get over here, no, not necessarily, but.
Okay, so let's talk about your appliances. Yeah, so stainless is going to be the longest shelf life. That's classic, solid classic stuff. White, I feel like gets cheaper and ages. I wouldn't do anything white if you've got the option. And then, but I also think that in your space, you can get pretty funky if you want. Like you could do a vintage red fridge or something like that, and it would be fun.
Yes, I thought about that. I've looked at the Smeg, and that's expensive.
They're expensive. But there's some more. We just talked about this in my design group last week. More and more appliance companies are copying Smeg, and so there are some cheaper options. I'm going to look into that for you.
Okay. And my favorite color is orange, by the way. I don't know if you see all the.
So how do you feel about copper? Because it's a natural fit there.
Yeah,
not for appliances, but just
hadn't given it any thought. Truly, I love copper. Like copper pans.
No. But I do think because it's a kitchen, and kitchens are just the heart of the home, and because it is the way it's situated in the house, it definitely can handle some heavy coloring. Not even maybe black. Like black cabinets or.
But, that's. I was thinking that of like black on the bottom and keeping everything lighter on the top, and maybe not even
open shelving on the top.
Open shelving. That's exactly what I had in mind. Yep.
Okay, and that's what Seth and Jenna did in their kitchen, and it just is gorgeous. So I'm just gonna use them as inspiration for your stuff. But yeah, I'm thinking like, I think this kitchen should be heavy. Is dark colors, or it's actual like physical weight, so big furniture,
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that, because I feel sometimes like I'm too heavy.
Iron and thick rustic wood and black, and you have to do something to deal with this space. You have to ground it. So you're doing everything right.
There's an old fan, the original old fan for the market.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there was a counter here, and that brick wall was all covered in tile, halfway up. And so I took all that down and exposed iron girder and then some pipes next to it there.
So let's talk about appliance layout. So there's formulas for that. So your stove, sink, and refrigerator need to form a triangle
Okay.
because that's how you're working when you're cooking. Oh, and also we want to talk about maybe a island.
So here's that little piece of wall.
Yeah.
This would be.
Oh, it's so cool. Okay, so my first instinct is to put the sink under the window.
Okay. FYI, these are the original old maple floor, I think it is, and they will be refinished at some point. And this back wall, of course, it's a drywall. Originally, I thought brick, like, the faux.
Yeah.
But then I thought, should I have, because I've got this orangish colored brick here, which is, it's weird. It's not like really, really nice. It's called, there's a word for it, engineering brick.
Yeah.
And I'm the one that took all this plaster down, and I've come down to this. But, back there on this wall, should it be the dark, the reddish colored bricks? Should I do the German schmear? Should I do white brick?
How do you feel about cement?
I love cement.
So, do you follow Cottonwood Shanty?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna put this in the video too. She has a technique, and I haven't done it, but I want to. It's on my list. She has a technique where she paints cement onto the wall. As far as layout, it's hard for me to know, because yes, you do have like a long skinny triangle if you do the sink under the window, then the stove, and then the refrigerator, which really makes me think an island.
Okay.
Because you need to set things on places. Are you gonna have a dishwasher?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Probably where that red cabinet is.
Okay. So because you're spreading your appliances out into a long skinny triangle, you really are gonna want an island to set things on while you're working. And
originally, what I originally thought is I'd love to find an old store counter and utilize that.
Yeah.
And I've looked and looked and looked, but nothing's really popped up.
And you might have to fake it somehow. So if you do that, that makes me think you do need the beam. So you can pull that a little bit closer. But then is that going to feel awkward in front of the door? I just feel like it needs to be functional enough for you to set things on from the fridge, and then from the oven, and then the sink. And you need like a bridge between those things if you're going to spread them out that far, I think. And this is stuff that I want you to try out, like have your husband and like put all these things in place and just try to live with them for like a few weeks even.
Yeah.
So try, like, I don't know what you do with the sink, but keeping your dishes under that window and see how it feels. And then move your fridge over to the right side of that current doorway that you want to block off. I think if you have a cute enough fridge, you'd be fine to see it. And then leave the oven where it is. And then I would take your chairs away from that table.
Okay.
And pull it over where that runner is. Cover that runner with the table and try to see how it feels. Is it
okay? We'll do that.
Okay, now go back to the front door and let me look at it.
Okay.
And then black, and then cabinets and copper, and I kind of feel like the island idea is blocking the kitchen, so that kind of it's the only thing I'm not loving, but I feel like it's necessary. Colleen, is you could flip it perpendicular.
I thought about that too, and I've not tried that. Let's try that. Yeah, I had been thinking about that, but it's the one thing I didn't do yet.
Okay, I like that better.
You do?
I do. Visually, it doesn't cut the view into the kitchen.
Okay.
So you'd have to think about, and then you're not crowding the door. Your walkway issue just went away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That shape is correct for a lot of reasons. I don't know if you can do this, but if you guys could move the fridge actually.
Oh yeah, I can.
Okay, and still have it plugged in. And just live with it. I would do that accent wall, and I'm thinking cement, but if you don't do cement, I would do a gray with a blue undertone in it, because it will complement the orangey tones going on perfectly.
Okay.
So just FYI, like blue undertone is key for getting.
Yes. Okay. Orange and blue on the color wheel. Yes.
Yeah.
Then I'll need a backsplash, and I've been debating, like I said, should I go brick? Should I maybe do some of those cement, those encaustic cement tiles with a design as a backsplash? So those are
I actually am seeing more and more, and I know some people are like diehard backsplash. More and more people are not even doing backsplash.
Yes, I realize that too, and that's been a thought also. I really appreciate all of your help and wisdom, and it's been great.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. It was really fun. Thank you for letting me in.
I'll be looking forward to seeing what you come up with.
Okay. Thanks, Colleen. Have a great day.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so I'm sure you can see what I loved about her space. We had such a good time. At the end, we were like, I can just tell we would be friends in real life if we lived next to each other. So that's always fun. I just love meeting you guys and seeing your spaces. So if you are interested in doing something like this and you just want to pound out some serious problems that you're having in your space, sign up for my power hours. Those will be coming soon, and I'll put the link below for you guys. All right, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button so that I can give you more videos and show you how to make interior design easy. All right, take care. I will talk to you soon.